Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. Today's finish is perfect for punchers and an opportunity to lead the general classification. I'm counting on you to control breakaways and attacks, because we can blow things apart on the final climb and win the stage. Go! We're aiming for victory! Good race, guys!
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Even though we're not in the mountains, today's stage is much to be feared by numerous riders. With over 250 kilometres in the saddle and a very demanding closing stretch, it won't be a surprise to see a few breakdowns along the route.
Okay, guys. Today's stage is really long. You're going to have to keep something in the tank to be able to get through the final 50 kilometres. Good luck. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute lead on the peloton.
After a 2022 season disrupted by illness and injury, Clément Champoussin has chosen the Arkeas Samsic team to breathe new life into his career and to confirm his stage win in front of the climbing elite on the 2021 Tour of Spain.
Okay, I'll protect. Him. You're the most dangerous in the breakaway for the yellow jersey. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if something happens.
The intermediate sprint is approaching. It's an opportunity to recall that only the first 15 score points for the green jersey.
You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. You increase your lead a little bit more in the points classification. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
The riders will soon be locking horns on the first King of the Mountains climb of the stage, a gateway that marks their entrance into the Massif du Morvan and its steep roads.
You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway. Here's the positions over the last climb. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
So now the riders have completed more than 200 kilometers. The main difficulties of the day now come to the fore. The Saint-Sébastien mountain and the Signal du Champ. The ascent of the Saint-Sébastien mountain is underway for the front of the race. A climb of almost 5 kilometers at an average of 5.5%. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be gleaned for the polka dot jersey classification.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Lâchez rien. Allez, comme ça, allez.
Courage. Continuez comme ça. Allez.
Courage, allez, courage.
You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway. Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
Continuez comme ça.
Okay, we'll relay hard.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez, courage, on continue les gars.
The front of the race is at the foot of the last climb of the day, the Signal du Champ. It may not be a very long climb, but the last 2 kilometers are really steep because the average slope is over 11%. After more than 230 kilometers in the saddle, that's gonna leave a mark.
Okay, I'll follow on the attack.
The summit has been designated as the bonus point. In addition to the usual mountains classification points, the first 3 riders will pocket, in order, a time bonus of 8, 5 and 3 seconds for the general classification.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb. We need to score points for the polka dot jersey. It's essential if we want to strengthen our position as leader. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Breakaway over. The summit is in sight for the front group. Less than 20 kilometres left for them. The lead group goes over the top of the Signal du Champ. There's still a long rising false flat of 2.5 kilometres on which to edge clear. If that doesn't do it, it will be decided in a sprint.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing.
Only 10 kilometres left for the head of the race.
Teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Now it's downhill almost all the way to the finishing line. There's not much in it, but the terrain favours the man at the front. Only 5 kilometres before the finish of this marathon stage. And the riders will be spared nothing, because even the final kilometre is on a rising false flat.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, up. We can say that everything. He will climb onto the podium. He will climb onto the podium. He's amongst the leading.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbours no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. Although our green jersey isn't in danger, it's important to pick up maximum points. We've got what it takes to be in amongst it in the final sprint and finish in the top 5.
Hello and welcome to all. Unless the sprinters' teams have been weakened and are unable to chase down breakaway riders, sprinters should feature prominently at the finishing line in Champagnol.
Okay, guys. It should finish in a sprint today. There are a few short climbs at the end, but they don't even count for the mountain's classification. Enjoy yourselves. Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. When you have a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway in order to favour a mass sprint and vie for the stage win. Unless, of course, a rider from the team is present in the breakaway. You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. At the front, you're the best placed for the green jersey. You're the best placed in the breakaway for the mountain classification. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. Did Mr. Wake... You are 2 kilometers from the top. Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
The feed zone is in sight for the head of the race. Riders will be able to pick up some nourishment.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
The intermediate sprint is nearing for the men at the front. The first man across will glean 20 extra points towards the points classification.
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. You are 2 kilometers from the top. Watch out for him. He's the best puncher in the breakaway. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
One last climb is on the menu. Classified as 4th category, it's worth 1 point for the polka dot jersey classification.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
consume a feed.
Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Continuez comme ça. Allez. Courage. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars,
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage!
Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite!
Allez les gars.
Et voilà.
Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go!
Bravo les gars. Lâchez rien. Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça. Bravo les gars. On continue.
Lâchez rien, allez.
You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway. The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
The peloton is 1 minute away.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
We're 10 kilometers from the finish. The escapees are hanging on, but with less than a minute's lead, it's almost impossible for them to hold off the return of the peloton.
Bravo les gars. Allez les gars.
During the sprint, try to stick to the wheel in front for as long as possible to take advantage of the slipstream.
Allez, allez, allez.
Another 5 kilometers. One man is alone up front. Only 3 kilometers to go for the man at the front. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
He succeeded in avoiding all the He's amongst the leading riders. He will climb onto the podium to receive his heat.
Well done, guys. We're where we should be. We were aiming for a top 5 spot, and you did the job. I'm happy with that. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final...
Hello and welcome to all. Even if the finish today is not at the summit, only the best climbers can lead over the top of the demanding Col de Jouplan. And even if nobody goes over the top alone, it will require strength as a descender to try and avoid a sprint in Morzy.
Guys, a magnificent mountain stage lies before you, with more than 4,200 meters of vertical gain. Everything should be played out on the Jouplan, the final climb. Good luck to you all. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
The difficulties will start gently with a small climb of barely 3 kilometers. The Col de Saxon. There will be 2 points and 1 point to be gleaned for the polka dot jersey classification.
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
Things get a bit more difficult now with the Col du Cou, an ascent of almost 6 kilometers.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars! Continuez comme ça!
The riders will soon be on to the next obstacle, the Col du Feu.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. It's the leader's team that's taking on the chase of the breakaway.
This ascent, just like the previous one, is listed as second category. It will earn 5 points for the first, 3 points for the second, 2 points for the third, and 1 point for the fourth.
When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy. His teammates are taking things in hand behind the breakaway. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have team comm.
Allez, go, go, go! Allez, on y va!
Allez les gars, courage!
Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars!
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up. For the mountain classification, you're the best placed in the breakaway. You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat.
The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap.
The gap isn't changing much. The ascent of the Col de Ramar will soon begin. Nearly 14 kilometers long, with a slope at 7.1%. It's a real test to see who's on form today. And so, the Col de la Ramar ascent has begun for the front of the race.
Given that there's not much happening, lads, I think that I could follow you on a bike. At least now that there's some downhill.
There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 points for the first 6 to the top.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Comme ça.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. Here's the positions over the last climb. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
Here we are, to the last climb of the day, the Col de Joux-Plane. This is where a killer must be landed, because after the summit, it's downhill to Morzine. The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The Joux-Plane is not a very long climb, but its average gradient, over 8%, earns it an all-category label. The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Go, go, go! Come on, go, go, go!
This climb is doubly important because, other than the mountains classification, there are time bonuses up for grabs. 8, 5 and 2 seconds for the general classification.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Continuez comme ça.
Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça.
Continuez comme ça.
Lâchez rien. Allez. Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça. Lâchez rien. Allez.
Allez les gars, continue là, tout de suite.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez, courage les gars.
Watch out! The yellow jersey is trying to get away. We mustn't let him.
Lâchez rien les gars. Allez, allez, allez.
Allez les gars, courage.
The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group.
Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça. Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars.
Allez les gars. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Allez les gars.
Here we go. Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Courage, on continue.
Continuez comme ça.
Less than a kilometre from the summit. The race leaders are still neck and neck. It should be they who fight it out for victory. The leading rider noses down towards the finish. He'll have to keep pushing right to the line as the chasers are less than 30 seconds behind.
He'll be the new polka dot jersey. He can no longer be caught today.
Allez les gars, continue comme ça.
Allez. Bravo. Continue comme ça.
Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep. Only 5 kilometers left for the head of the race. Who will win today? Will someone try to attack in the closing kilometers? last kilometre.
You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
He is all smiles. He's in sparkling. We can say that he will climb onto the... He's amongst the...
Well done, guys. We're where we should be. We were aiming for a top 10 spot, and you did the job. I'm happy. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. We're able to aim for a top 10. Have a good day, guys. Go! Go!
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. Despite the absence of any all-category climbs on this stage, the overall vertical gain hits 4,300 metres. It's a day not to be underestimated.
Guys, you'll have to keep something in reserve for the Montée du Bâti. It's very steep, and you don't want to stall. Enjoy yourselves. Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. His team is at full throttle. They have no one at the front. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton. Okay, I'll protect him. You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
The riders are on to the first of the 7 classified climbs on the stage, the Col de Fleury. Close to 10 kilometers of slope at an average of 5%.
Continuez comme ça.
Ouais.
Keep going! Come on, here we go! Here we go! Come on, guys! Go, go!
Lâchez rien. Allez. Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars! Continuez comme ça!
Continuez comme ça.
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. The leader has got his team riding early to manage the time gap.
Come on, guys! Go, go!
Continuez comme ça.
You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You're the biggest threat to the yellow jersey at the front of the race. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. For the mountain classification, you're the best placed in the breakaway.
The feed zone is in sight for the head of the race. Riders will be able to pick up some nourishment. The next mountain pass, as with the previous one, carries a second category label. It's the Col de la Faucla de Montmain.
Tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap. The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
The first 50. In the intermediate sprint score points for the green jersey. The first will pocket 20 extra points.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
The first riders are on the Col de Marais. 10 kilometers of climbing, but the slope only averages out at 3%. There will be 2 and 1 point for the mountain standings.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
Here we go! Here we go!
You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
And it's all for the climb of the Croix. Classified as first category, there will be a maximum of 10 extra points to be gained for the climber standings.
Come on, guys! Go, go!
Allez les gars, courage!
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
Grandissima vittoria! Tu sei un mito! Sei il più figo! Continue comme ça! Plus vite, plus vite! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Allez les gars, courage!
Non mollate!
Allez les gars! Forza ragazzi, continuate! Haltet euch rein! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
His team is setting the pace behind. He's no doubt got his eye on this stage. You'll have to speed up in front.
Allez les gars! Courage! Forza ragazzi, continuate! front, whatever happens.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The leader of the general classification does not necessarily have to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage. A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
Only the first 6 riders to the top will score points towards the mountains classification. You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push.
speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
And here's the next climb in the series, the Col des Aravis, a 4.6-kilometre ascent on a slope that averages out at 5.7%.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You're 1 minute 30 ahead of the group with the favorites.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. A few more kilometres downhill, and then the race will enter its final phase, with the Côte des Amirants followed by the Victor. The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. The Côte des Amirants will act as the bonus point, so there will be bonus seconds to be picked up, as well as mountains classification points. The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group.
Understood. We'll stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
Allez, courage les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
You'll get his team to ride behind you, but it's worth a try. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
It's a short climb, but very steep, since the average slope is close to 8%. Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep. There's an attack. Stay alert.
Courage, on continue. Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars!
The winner of the stage will score 10 points towards the best climber classification, as it's a first category finish. There's only 1 kilometre to go for the man at the front, but he mustn't let up because he has a slim lead.
A few minutes ago, he was first across. He will climb onto the... He's amongst the lead. He's amongst the leading. He's in sparkling form. And
Well done, guys. We're where we should be. We were aiming for a top 10 spot, and you did the job. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It's mountainous today. It's neither high mountain nor a summit finish, but it's the sort of stage that could harbour a few surprises for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. We're able to follow the best and aim for top 5. Have a good ride, guys. Go!
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. There's a short stage on today's menu. Short, but not sweet. Climbs will come in quick succession, and there will be plenty of opportunities to attack. The riders are at the first classified climb of the day, the Col de Châtillon-sur-Cluse. A new obstacle to be climbed, the Côte de Ron, which rises for almost 5 kilometers.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway can't widen the gap. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way to the finish. Only 40 kilometers in the saddle, and the front of the race is already onto the fourth climb, the Col du Corbier. At 7 kilometers, with an average gradient of close to 8%, it's probably the hardest of the day.
The descent of the Corbier will be fairly dangerous, guys, so don't take any risks. The finish is still a long way off.
The riders are now entering the feed zone. They will be able to pick up something to eat.
The first riders have reached the intermediate sprint.
There will be 2 points and 1 point towards the best climber classification at the top of the next difficulty.
I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Only 20 kilometers left for the head of the race. Now it's almost uphill all the way for them. One and a half minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. Only 10 kilometers left. For the head of the race. Only 5 kilometers left for the lead riders. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez, plus vite.
Keep pushing. Allez, on y va, on y va, on y va.
3 kilometers left, and for the moment, no one's managed to get away on his own. Victory will perhaps be decided in a sprint.
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Lâchez rien, allez.
The red pennant for the men at the front. It will be decided in a sprint.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him. He's in spark. He tops the stat. He's amongst...
Today's result is most unsatisfactory. If things had gone our way, I reckon that we could have got into the top 5. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. We're able to aim for a top 10.
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. Today's stage is of the highest importance, with the Telegraph, Galibier and Granon cols coming one after the other. No rider aiming for the general classification can afford a moment of weakness. It's a demanding sequence of climbs that those in the best shape can exploit to try and create time gaps.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack. You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
Okay, I'll protect him.
The lead riders will soon be at the foot of the first difficult of the Lacet de Montvernier. It's a short, very steep climb where there will be mountain points for the first 4 to the top.
Allez les gars, courage! On y va!
Lâchez rien, allez!
Bravo les gars, c'est bien!
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents.
Grandissima vittoria!
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
Here we go! Allez les gars, courage!
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have Team Com. Given that there's not much happening, lads, I think that I could follow you on a bike. At least now that there's some downhill.
The first riders are leaving Saint-Michel-de-Maurienne and are starting the Col de Telegraphe ascent. With the Galibier just afterwards, they've got 30 kilometers of climbing to do. There will be 10 points to be gleaned for the mountain standings at the top of the Telegraph.
Allez les gars, courage. Bien les gars, allez, allez. Bravo les gars. Les voilà.
Bravo les gars.
Oui, c'est
Allez, Julien, allez.
Bravo, bravo.
Allez les gars.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Forza ragazzi, coraggio. Vai campione. Vai, sei unito.
Bravi ragazzi. Forza ragazzi.
Sì, ti corri.
Allez les gars, courage. Bravo, bravo. Allez les gars, courage.
Forza ragazzi, sei il più figo.
Bravo, courage, on continue.
Dai ragazzi, continuate. Vai campione.
Forza ragazzi, coraggio. Finite duro.
Continuate. Vai, sei un mito. Ragazzi, non basta via.
Laissez rien les gars.
Bravo,
Allez,
courage,
allez,
on continue. Allez les gars, courage.
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
Les voilà.
Allez les gars, courage.
Oui, allez, allez, grandissima vittoria. Allez les gars.
Bravo les gars, allez-y, allez-y.
Reduce speed a bit. Otherwise you'll hit the wall. A teammate is beginning to lose touch.
The front of the race begins the ascent. Into the Galibier. It's a highly erratic climb. Percentages vary greatly, and it's very difficult to find the right pace. An ascension for thoroughbred climbers. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way to the finish.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The Galibier, as usual, is classified all category. The first 10 at the top will score points towards the polka dot jersey. 1.5 minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group. The first riders are now on their way down from the Galibier, a descent that will be reversed tomorrow on the Alpe d'Huez stage. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. The finish is classified as all category. The stage winner will therefore pocket 20 points for the mountains classification. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The lead group is 5 kilometers from the summit. There are only 3 kilometres left for the group at the front. Will there be any attacks before the sprint? The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group. The group at the front is under the red pennant. And this summit finish is going to end in a sprint.
He succeeded in avoiding. We can say that he's in spark. He will climb onto the. He's amongst the.
We were aiming for a top 10 place on this stage, and we failed. It's a pity. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important day for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. We're able to aim for a top 10. Have a good day, guys. Go! Go!